Joining us on the broadcast at 6 p.m. this evening is Rizwan Siddiqui. Rizwan Siddiqui is Kangana's lawyer and he's joining us live on Republic TV. Rizwan, what happened in court today? It looks like the BMC is challenging Kangana, challenging every claim that you've made while calling it mala fide. In fact, they've challenged it, saying that the work was still underway and that Kangana was misleading. Now, these are allegations, rather charges made by the BMC in the affidavit today. Your response to it?
See, first and foremost, the burden of proof is on them. The burden of proof is on the BMC to prove that we were carrying on construction activity, for giving them the liberty to serve a notice of 24 hours under the particular section that they have served us in. Secondly, the thing is that, as I've always maintained, Kangana has not been in Mumbai. She's been in Himachal for the last 6 months. And there was no activity going on. There was no work going on. There was no plumber, carpenter, or anybody, any workman that they were talking about. Their own affidavit does not talk about, does not, rely on any such document. But since the matter is sub judice, I do not want to talk about the merits of the matter because the matter is before the court now. But I will definitely bring out the truth in the amendment that I'm going to be doing on Monday. I'm going to be filing my amendment to the writ petition on Monday. And a lot of things will be disclosed to the court. I have got enough evidences now that my client is in Mumbai. And I'm very, very happy to have certain things which are on public record, which clearly suggest, which clearly shows that the work of the premises was over and done with almost more than a year back, I think about 18 months back. And so I don't want to disclose certain evidences at this stage. I can only say that justice would prevail.
Okay. Now, the fight against your client, that's Kangana, politically there seems to be, some action. The reason I'm saying this is because proxies are being fielded, we feel, to take on your client, that is Kangana Ranaut. There was a complaint that was filed against her today saying that she has disrespected the Chief Minister, etc. Do you feel that these complaints, these attempts are to intimidate Kangana Ranaut politically?
See, I'll tell you what, as far as politics are concerned, I stay out of the politics. But one very important thing is that if somebody has filed a complaint for defamation on behalf of a third party, the provisions of law are very clear. Defamation cannot be filed by any third party. Criminal defamation or civil defamation cannot be filed by any third party like this. So on merits, we will see whatever the complaint is, and then we will deal with those complaints accordingly. Secondly, my client is not somebody who will be, intimidated by anybody whosoever. And if she feels that she is right on a particular thing, she will exercise her fundamental rights. And if you ought to defend her, or if you ought to challenge her, it has to be done under the provisions of law, not by malafidely and mischievously threatening her or intimidating her, or by sending people to break down her house, or by misusing anybody's dominant position without following a procedure of law. She's not going to be getting worried or disturbed, or of course she'll not be dissuaded by all of these things. As a matter of fact, she'll come out much more stronger. And I'm going to be seeing to it that the compensation for all the damage caused to my client is recovered from the people, because there are judgments where the courts have allowed that, yes, if there was some act on the part of a government official which was not in accordance with law, then these particular things have to be dealt with as per the provisions provided under law, and of course as per decided Supreme Court judgments.
No. Let me, coming to the last part of what you said, basically you're saying you will make the Maharashtra government and the BMC pay for the demolition. Literally, you will make them pay for it. You will recover the charges, the losses you've incurred.
Yes. See, the order which has already been passed speaks for itself. The observation of a division bench of Bombay High Court, the respected judges have already observed certain things which is out in public. A 10-page order speaks for itself. And there are a lot of more things that I'll be providing now in my amendment application. And I'm very confident that, justice would prevail. Justice would prevail, because my client has been wronged, and therefore I would have a right and liberty to recover the damages also, and I'm very confident about this.
Now, we have some documents in our possession. So, two news points that you've given us here. One, you're saying that Kangana will not be intimidated politically, she will fight back. Secondly, you're saying that she will also fight to ensure that you recover the losses from those who were responsible for the demolition. Now, thirdly, we have some documents in our possession which show that she may have been, and we've been saying that she was singled out singled out and targeted because similar notices to other celebrities, A-listers in Mumbai, we've seen some of them. I think we saw Manish Malhotra, who was served a notice about 7 days back. He was given 7 days time rather. And top stars, we are going through more documents in our possession. 200 odd A-lister celebrities, stars who also had illegal construction against their name. They were, seems like there was selective action taken against Kangana Ranaut, and the other big names were spared.
Yeah, I'm very sorry because I'm hard pressed on time. I had requested your team also to give me very limited time because. So I'll just answer this last question before I log out. See, as far as others are concerned, I don't want to cause prejudice to anybody else's rights and liberties. I'll only talk about my client. There is definitely something much more than what meets the eye because I think the others were served notices under some other section of what do you call the Bombay Municipal Corporation Act, and my client was served a short 24-hour notice on the basic premise, on the basic ground that there's work going on in the premise. Whereas there was no work going on in the premise, as I mentioned, and I've always maintained also. And not only that, I'll be proving it to the court that the basis of the notice itself was absolutely bad in law. I will prove this to the court.
Thank you for joining us. That was Rizwan Siddiqui, Kangana's lawyer, speaking to Republic TV. 3 news points, 3 takeaways. I'll thank you at this point, Rizwan. I know you have to go.